A black pistol in the middle of his lap. He tried covering up when he saw me.
So before we go any further in this video, I have to give you the backstory as to what it is you're actually watching and what's going on in the video. So I'm going to bring a caption on the screen. I'm going to read it. That way you don't have to read along, and I can give you the details as to what you're about to witness. So on Saturday, May 17th, around 9:50 in the morning, Austin Police Department officers responded to multiple emergency calls in the 1700 block of West William Cannon Drive. Now, mind you, multiple calls. Okay, this is not just some random person calling in something suspicious. This is multiple calls. So the officers are going to take it as a legitimate threat. Continuing. It said that the male subject was in a wheelchair and had a black pistol in his lap and was in the roadway. The male subject was later identified as Danny Palomino. Another caller said the man in the wheelchair pointed a gun at her. Dispatch multiple officers to the scene and relayed the information from all of the callers. Officer Jackson arrived on scene at 9:53 and saw Palomino in the roadway with the black pistol in his lap. Officer Jackson exited the car with his rifle, and when he exited, another citizen walked up to him and whispered to Officer Jackson, "He has a gun." Palomino then moved his wheelchair to the sidewalk and turned eastbound, ignoring Officer Jackson's commands to stop. Officer Jackson followed behind Palomino, monitoring and motioning verbally to bystanders to vacate the area. As officers were responding to the scene, Palomino turned around in his wheelchair to face the officer. Officer Jackson continued to give loud verbal commands, telling Palomino to stop and to put his hands up. Palomino responded by raising a black pistol and pointing it towards Officer Jackson. At 9:56, Officer Jackson fired shots at Palomino. Palomino slumped over, and an item covering his head fell to the ground. Palomino sat back up in his chair, and Officer Jackson continued to give commands for him to drop the gun. As it was still in his hand, Officer Jackson fired more shots, and Palomino fell to the ground with the gun. Other officers arrived on scene and approached Palomino to safely restrain him and provide aid. The gun was later identified as a Glock replica BB gun. Palomino was transported to South Austin Hospital, where he was later pronounced deceased. Nobody else or no officers were injured in this incident. So I'm sure some of you are going to watch this video and think, what the heck? Why did he have to shoot him? I hear that crap all the time, but this officer has no knowledge that this is a BB gun. If you've seen a lot of these guns, they look very real. So let's get to the video and let's see exactly what Officer Jackson did.
Your incident has been updated.
I got eyes on him. We're gonna be at William Cannon and Kennelly.
Your incident has been updated. Your incident has been updated. Your incident has been updated.
Get it. Get. 2210, direction of fire is going to be westbound. He's in the middle lane. Stop, sir! Stop! Stop where you're going! Stop! Frank 210, he is going eastbound on the north curb line. Direction of fire, still going to be westbound. I got a lot of traffic. There is what appears to be a black pistol in his lap. He tried covering up when he saw me. In the middle of
So a lot of you that don't know a whole lot about police work, it's very important to give that pertinent information as he's approaching for the dispatch.
I need a unit to get westbound and block traffic. Stop! Put your hands up! Put Put your hands up! Put your hands up!
What's your hands?
Drop the gun!
What's the gun? Drop the gun!
Let me see your hands! Drop the gun!
Hands up!
Put your hands out! Frank 210s, shots taken, suspects down. Going to need the road blocked off westbound.
Put your hands!
Put your hands up! Coming to you. Coming to you. Put your hands up!
Good?
Yes, sir. He still has the gun under him.
So this right here is going to be the dash cam video from the officer that pulled up next to the officer that just shot. You can see the officer that shot right here.
I need a unit to get westbound and block traffic.
Westbound traffic.
And one thing I just want to mention real quick, as he's approaching, you notice all the traffic. It's not always feasible to do, but it's so important to be able to lock down intersections, because the last thing you want is a stray bullet from the officer or even from the suspect to hit just an innocent motorist driving by or walking by. And sometimes, depending on the time of day and how far their officers are from the scene, it's hard to get somebody there to shut down that intersection so that no traffic continues that direction.
Stop! Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Put your hands up!
Message.
On A.
Put your hands up!
What's your hands?
Drop the gun!
What's the gun? Drop the gun!
Let me see your hands! Drop the gun!
Hands out!
Put your hands out!
You know what always amazes me is these idiots right here. If I was this guy, I'd be backing up so fast. If I was these idiots, I'd either be backing up or trying to get the heck out of there. It amazes me how people put themselves in harm's way. Just, ooh, I want to see what's going on. Ooh, what's going on? You know what I'm saying?
Frank 210s, shots taken, suspects down. Going to need the road blocked off westbound.
Put your hands!
Put your hands up!
So what are you guys' thoughts on this video? Was the officer out of line? Was he justified in shooting this man who only had a BB gun? Did the officer know that he only had a BB gun? You know, see, officers get calls like this all the time that they respond to, and it sounds like from the article that I read at the start of the video that they had pretty good information from multiple citizens that this guy had a pistol in his lap and had pointed it at people. That's the information that the officers go by. And even when Officer Jackson arrived on scene, he even made note to the dispatcher that he saw the pistol on his lap. Now, why this guy in the wheelchair, unless he was mentally unstable or mentally ill, why he would not only have a BB gun in his lap that looked real and then have the audacity to point it in the direction of a police officer, maybe he wanted to die. You know, there were many times in my career where a lot of people wanted to do what they call suicide by cop. They don't have the courage and the guts to kill themselves, so they'll put themselves in a position where somebody else kills them. And we'll probably never know what actually happened unless we talk to family members or friends. It's hard to say. For all we know, this guy could have been a homeless vet or just homeless, period. We may never know what the story is. But give me your thoughts on this. What do you guys think? Do you think the officer was justified? Do you think the use of force was excessive? Give me your thoughts on this one. Also, make sure you like this video. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. And as always, I love you guys, and I will check you on the next one. Later.